was a brave move to keep going, and it's turned out quite nicely. Matt Jones for Hogan. He's had to go a long way afield to get his possessions, Jesse Hogan.
50. Well, we've seen a lot of encroaching over the mark this weekend. I'm glad the umpires are pulling players up. Because if you allow players to encroach over the mark, again, it slows things down.
So Jesse Hogan, as we said, is certainly been a revelation at the age of just 20, 32 goals for the season. You look back on some of the guns like Franklin Revolt, Patton, Boyd coming through. They've not been able to get anywhere near that amount of goals in their first season of football.
Interesting run up, but a good kick.
Straight at the target, behind the goals. Beautiful kick, Jesse Hogan.
Yeah, Jace, it's not the best run up, but it's effective.
It's straight. He's got confidence in his kicking, so that's a good kick to get under the belt. And I can guarantee you, Scotty Thompson won't be happy because he didn't give away the 50. This is Luke McDonald who pushes up. Look, he marked it back here. He's a couple of metres over. You can't do that. And so Scotty Thompson will be giving him a glare, Spud, because there's nothing that a key defender hates more than a gimme to their direct opponent from someone else.
Yeah, he'll be flat as a pancake, Scotty Thompson. He's a very good defender and a determined defender. As you said, the last thing you want to do is give your forward, who you're playing on, a little bit of confidence. You can see Hogan already on his toes again.
Miney doing his thing in the middle. Tyson squeezes the kick out okay. Hogan, nice little engagement.
Great
kick.
Paid the mark.
Did he control it up? I thought he had first purchase on it. I thought Scott Thompson's secondary spoil brought it to the ground, but umpire was in the best position. The thing that you like about Hogan is the way he squares himself up to the ball. Very hard for the defender to spoil the ball as well. He reaches out in front.
Third for contested marks in the AFL. It's been a stunning start. Right through the middle. So 2 goals to Hogan and 3 goals to Dawes. It still remains an Achilles heel of North Melbourne, doesn't it? The power forwards.
It does. Here's the mark. He pays it for that grab there.
Yeah, he's had it enough.
Probably a good purchase, isn't it?
He did. He had it long enough.
But you're right. You can't get all your goals from key position players taking marks. They've got to find a way to get players like Jeff Garlett's only had the 1 touch. He's got to get involved in the game.
$27 points the difference. Mitchie. Garlett the only long target. The tall boys were a bit closer to the ball, and he's going to take an unbelievable mark, and Garlett had a decent crack at it.
Got hands to it, but Lyndon Dunn, there's no good blazing deep to a 1 against 2 when the 1 is your smallest player.
Garland was on hand though on the wing. They can send it in there again. Harms worked off it. A little bit of space. The bounce was perfect for Garland. He screwed it back to the square. Hogan, massive mismatch with Atley.
He got a free kick, Hogan.
Yeah, he definitely will. Well, nothing Atley can do, and you called it beautifully, Hutto. It was a mismatch.
His body strength for a young man, I mean, it troubles the key defenders, but it's going to trouble anyone less than that a hell of a lot. So he marks it out. He takes his time. He had a look at options. He's worked hard for this. Interesting to see what sort of kick he goes with, Spud.
He looks like straight conventional.
He's an old-fashioned footballer, Jace. And this for his 3rd goal.
Well done.
Right through the middle. Just the tonic the D's needed at the start of the 3rd. And she's game on here at the MCG. Back to 13 points.
No, it is. And, Jace, you're critical of Dunn's. That's the Garlett leap, the ball that Lyndon Dunn kicked to a 2-on-1. But then, when they go in forward again, Melbourne, they isolate and they see the fact that, I know it wasn't meant for Hogan, but this is where Dunn's kick should have went the first time, was to Jesse Hogan 1-on-1, because only 2 things can happen, in my opinion, the way he plays, is either he marks the ball or the defender has to spoil it, and nothing Atley could do there. It was a push in the back in the end in hope. Really good start from Melbourne.
Hurried kick, Mitchie. Neil Bullen left it for Dawes. Round the corner, Hogan. Oh, you think he would have gobbled it up. Still might. He can't. He can. Of course he can.
What strength.
4 goals for Jesse Hogan.
Look, I think he must have watched Patrick Cripps play yesterday. He was Carlton's best player. He had 9 centre clearances, Cripps, and Hogan says, well, you might get the clearances, but I'll kick some sausage rolls. And just have a look at the strength here. He's playing on a veteran, Scotty Thompson, so he gets the ball. Thompson's got first gravity. Just his agility for a guy of his size, Jace.
He knows a bit about the game, doesn't he?
His lateral movement. He sensed that Scotty Thompson was bearing down on him, and just as soon as he grabbed the ball, he moved to his left. And all Thompson could do was flail with his hands. And have a look at those disposals. 15 disposals, 4 marks, 5 marks, 4 goals.